Hello and welcome to the channel, and thanks very much for watching our travel videos. Look what's happening in my background. We're in Sydney on a very wet day. It's Saturday, and we have this Carriageworks Farmers Market. It happens every Saturday, and this is Sydney's extraordinary marketplace where local produce and local artisan bakeries come together and sell their produce, display their produce. And look at the background, this Carriageworks marketplace. It's such an extraordinary historic structure, and I think we have thousands of people here buying different produce, fresh produce and cooked bakery and other artisan products. It was built between 1880 and 1889 as a Eveleigh Railway Workshop, and now after almost 150 years it's a fantastic marketplace. So we'll walk through and it will be a fantastic vlog, a food vlog in Sydney. Please join us and enjoy this extraordinary Carriageworks Farmers Market in Sydney every Saturday morning. This walkway is a very nice gradual slope, and it's actually easily accessible by the wheelchair. And look at these gigantic arrangements. Fantastic, isn't it? It's a very wet day in Sydney today, and it's a Saturday, but we have to walk around because we have only one Saturday on this tour. Look at this, all these people are queuing here for fresh coffee. Let's walk and see what's on offer first all together. And so there are some florists, huge florists selling variety of flower bouquet, and look at the wall. It's historic dams. I think it looks quite awesome. And they're selling some fresh strawberries. And so this is a cheese deli shop. Oh, they're offering some butter. Okay. Also, they're offering some fresh butter to taste. So I'll try that. There are some fresh butter on toast, and that's a free sample to try for. I just took one piece. How is it, Rodima? How is it?
It's salty. The butter is very salty.
Butter is very salty. So I got this butter on toast. It's a free sample, and I'll try it. Yeah, the butter is really salty. I don't know why, but it tastes good, really tastes good. It was from this pepper. Now we're trying some freshly made peanut butter.
The chili one?
Yeah, chili peanut butter. Oh, that's good. We'll try the chili peanut butter. So we're trying chili peanut butter. That's awesome. Never seen any chili peanut butter. We always have peanut butter. How is the peanut butter? Chili peanut butter. Can you taste the chili? Okay. So I'm trying the chili peanut butter.
It's a bit bitter.
Yeah, chili is not initially there, but once you swallow it, the peanut butter, you feel the chili at the back of your throat. They're selling some fresh croissant and pizza.
Mascot, it's very famous.
Okay, Sonoma Bakery. Okay, the Sonoma Bakery is a very famous one, and they have a huge queue. They're really popular, I guess. So they're selling really good stuff here. Very attractive looking bread. The batches, look at these batches, and they have this croissant. Yeah. The croissant. Really nice, and I think this is actually like in between muffins and croissant, croffin kind of structure. Although they're calling it croissant, but the shop is really looking delicious. I think they're selling some
sort of spread.
Yeah, some sort of spread. Labne, okay, Middle Eastern. Yeah, Middle Eastern spread. No sugarcane. Okay. Pineapple and lime, but they're making fresh juice, and so from this fresh juice corner we got an immunity booster juice, and a lot of people are buying this fresh juice. How is the taste?
orangey, but it has a bit of a kick for the ginger and cayenne pepper.
Cayenne pepper, okay. And it's a very refreshing
Boost
one.
your immunity.
And it's going to boost your immunity because winter is coming and it's the flu season. And this is an egg shop, freshly laid eggs, and a lot of people are buying fresh eggs. This is a herb shop. Local farmers are selling herbs, and I can see coriander. Shop is selling different pork products, sausages mainly, and salamis. And look at the decoration; they're just awesome. And the shop called Sausation, Succession and Sausage Combined, Sausation, and that sounds very interesting. They're selling a lot of salamis and extraordinary artisan sausages. This is really a farmer's market. This farmer looks like she has grown all her vegetables at the back garden and selling it at the Carriageworks Farmers Market on Saturday. They look really fresh. And the mushrooms, they have a huge collection of mushrooms. Look at these black mushrooms. Very strange looking mushrooms, isn't it? And it has got a variety of mushrooms on this shop. The black one, we have seen the black ones here, and then we have this grayish one and the brown one. So many variety of mushrooms. Fish market and food markets always have locally produced wines, and no exceptions here. Another egg shop selling fresh eggs. New South Wales is one of the biggest agricultural producers in Australia, like Queensland and South Australia and Western Australia. Looking at the website of this Carriageworks Farmers Market, and the condiments has a big website, very professional looking website, and they're selling some condiments and sauce, pickles and chutneys. This shop is selling all things salmon, so they're selling cured salmon and hot smoked salmon, cold smoked salmon, and also they're selling some salmon sausages, salmon pies, salmon patties, and some salmon cutlets and pieces as well that you can take and cook. It needs to have oat milk. The vegan shop, they're selling vegan sausage, vegan burgers, vegan pies, vegan butter chicken. This is a spice shop, and they're selling different kind of spices, Indian, Asian, Middle Eastern, and so it's covering all different aspects of spices, and even Australian native spices like Aboriginal spices, and the spices made with bush berries and bush tuckers, other native produce that you can collect from bushwalk. So we are halfway through this Carriageworks Farmers Market, and we are really having an extraordinary time because there's so many people, even it's a very wet day in Sydney. And we have been to the Salamanca market multiple times in Hobart, obviously, but recently we visited Adelaide Central Market in Adelaide recently in our South Australia visit, and visiting this Carriageworks Farmers Market in Sydney feels special because now we have 3 Australian markets vlog in our collection. This shop is selling fresh falafels. Wow, fantastic. Another mushroom shop. This corner shop is pretty special because they called beeswax wraps. Basically using beeswax, they have produced all these different wraps so that you can either wrap your bread, wrap your mushroom. It's basically a packet they made with beeswax, and that's a fantastic idea, isn't it? It's completely biodegradable and very reusable, washable, and it looks stunning as well. The design is just extraordinary, and the material is quite authentic, quite unique, because Who would have thought about making a bag or small carry bag with beeswax? Look at the structure in my background of the Carriageworks. I'm just fascinated with this extraordinary structure, and obviously I'm repeating myself, but I cannot stop repeating. This Sydney Carriageworks is a historic building. Look at these old instruments and equipments and tools for railway carriage works. Basically a railway workshop. It was built between 1880 and 1889 as a Eveleigh Railway Workshop. And now, after almost 150 years, it's a fantastic marketplace. This is Broomfield Pie Shop. They're selling different variety of pies. And this is another bakery selling extraordinary cakes and pies. Bakery one after another. It's an Artisan bakery, and they're selling really delicious carrot cakes and brownies. Cakes are complemented with Italian coffee, fresh coffee as well. This is like a dog center. There are people with their dogs, and it's raining outside, so there's so many dogs all together with their owners. They're very well maintained, ornamented dogs. So here we got a very nice coffee shop, and they're selling their own blends. So we are planning to buy some ground coffee or coffee beans, and it's called ground. It's called Colombian Rhapsody. Maybe. How is the smell? How is the smell? Nice. We're now at the other end of this Carriageworks Farmers Market, and obviously it's a very long railway workshop been converted into this marketplace. And at the other entrance, when we entered, there was a florist, a big florist, and selling different flower bouquets. And at the other end here, we have another florist. Such a fresh, beautiful flower bouquet they're selling, and it's a huge collection of fresh flowers. So all in all, this is New South Wales local farmers market, and they're showing not just their variety of local produce, but also cookery product, baked product, and flower bouquets. So all in all, it's a fantastic environment. We're loving it. Someone bought a big tree. Someone selling ginger and garlic, fresh ginger and garlic. And this is another tea shop, I think. Yeah, the herbal teas. They have different variety of tea combinations. They have their own creations, I think, and they're selling fresh tea. So different kind of tea. So one is like love potion infusion, strawberry love hearts, delicious sweet tea, double strength antioxidants. So these are all love potions.
Elderberries, raspberries, and hibiscus.
This is a shop selling sauerkraut, German sauerkraut, like cabbage, pickled cabbage, boiled and pickled cabbage, and they have like 50 different variety of sauerkraut, and like one of the ginger, carrot and ginger sauerkraut, caraway seed sauerkraut. So they have gone very innovative with the traditional sauerkraut. And this kimchi one, so this is like an amalgamation of Germany and Korea. Korea kimchi is basically cabbage with chili powder pickled for a long time, and they have adapted that idea, and now they have had a German sauerkraut kimchi style. Wonderful. This lady is selling different kind of miso products. Miso is a very Japanese thing, and they have miso soup, and they have also made miso dressings and honey miso, miso brown rice miso, and grilled salmon with miso, and miso ice cream. So it's all different kinds of innovation with miso. We're going to try the honey miso because that sounds very delicious. Miso is very subtle flavor, and normally we have miso soup, but they have this paste, honey miso paste, and on a grate. So we'll try that. So that's honey miso paste, right?
I like it.
How is it?
It's sweet, sour, hot, everything together.
Sweet, sour, and hot. Oh.
And it has the fermented smell as well.
So I'm trying this honey miso and on a small tiny piece of bread. Yeah, it's a fermented taste, obviously miso, and then it has got the honey sweetness from honey, and it has got sour, and it has got some heat in it. So they must have some kind of pepper in it as well. Delicious. Look at this honey shop. All the honey bottles are upside down.
Lots of nice honey,
Yeah.
like saffron honey.
Saffron honey.
Yes.
You produce them?
And in New South Wales here in Sydney or?
The Persian, well, saffron
Okay.
from Persia. Saffron.
Oh.
Honey from here, yes, from the market.
Okay, right. We were thinking, what's this? This is actually a potato shop, and they're selling these potatoes packed in these beautiful boxes and Dutch red. So they're selling Dutch red potato and different other variety of potato, but this box is really looking very authentic, very unique. And this part is basically selling local farmers produce and fresh produce, variety of vegetables and herbs, and so it's an amazing end to the side of this market. And look at those old Carriageworks instruments and tools still standing, kind of like an artwork these days, because it's no longer a railway workshop, but imagine 150 years ago this was such a busy, noisy place with lots of smokes and smell and completely different environment. Now today it's a delicious, very good, almost like a huge bakery. We are in a big, huge bakery and smelling fantastic food and produce all around us. Such a wonderful place. This is a huge bakery selling variety of pizza, ciabatta and donuts, croissant, and they're extremely busy as well. So we might try something out of it. People are getting very busy here buying stuff. They're really big bakery. And look at the environment. How wonderful. Look at the breads and all these pies and sausage rolls, and they have the sweet products, and that bread rack is looking extraordinary.
Daniel W.
After the bakery we came this corner, and these guys are selling figs, and this is one of my favorite fruit because I always buy these figs in the season. Of course, this is now the season, April and mid-May. Look at the fresh figs. They're very seasonal and they only last like a couple of months max. Waterside. I'm not getting at all tired of talking and taking photos. Look at the old railway carriage walks and this workshops damp wall. I think they didn't paint it, they kept it historic looking, and that's very authentic. Lebanese bakery is making extraordinary Lebanese pizza, and these are the flatbreads, and then you put mince or different kinds of condiments on top of the bread, and then this guy is putting that into this small oven, open fire oven, and that's the pizza. It's the Middle Eastern pizza. Look at this lady and this gentleman making so variety, and they're putting that flatbread and they're spreading this tahini paste. I think it's a tahini paste, and they have this meat, minced meat paste. Occasionally that's lamb. What did you find?
And he's making almond Lamington.
Almond Lamington. Okay. Yeah. Oh. So these guys are selling a special Lamington. Lamington is a very Australian thing, but they have made this with almond. So I'm going to buy one. So we got one almond Lamington. So Lamington is basically a square sponge cake dipped into the chocolate coating and then rolled into coconut, dry desiccated coconut. But these guys has rolled that Lamington into almond, crushed almond. So that's fantastic. So after finishing our round trip, we just got two items from this Sonoma bakery, and one is this Basque Cheesecake. That was a fantastic looking cheesecake, and the Basque Cheesecakes are very traditional Spanish cheesecake. And we also got this lemon and poppy seeds. It's crunchy. They're looking delicious. Very last stop will be this crumpet shop. They're selling different crumpets. They're selling different variety of sourdough crumpets, and they look delicious. The rain has faded, and so has our vlog and this walking tour of this extraordinary Sydney's Carriageworks Farmers Market on Saturday. What a wonderful tour that was. So many variety of shops and bakery products and fresh produce from New South Wales in Sydney. And this historic Carriageworks, this nearly 150 years old railway carriageworks and railway workshop. We have a lovely time. Thanks very much for watching our food vlogs and travel videos. Goodbye until the next video.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young,